Wow, wow, wow. Now, now we check how the Venezuela oil money go through the 200 million in a foreign bank, Qarta. Okay, so the account owner, Marco Rubio's State Department State of Department Secretary. You weren't expecting foreign country, they were not expecting official account. And they definitely were not expecting Qarta. But that is exactly what hundreds of $1 million ended with after the United States seized Venezuela oil and sold the global market. But money not into the U.S. treasuries, not into the Federal Reserve, a bank account. It's in the Middle East. That the revelation instantly changed everything. What was supposed to be the routing, the senator hearing suddenly turned into a financial mystery with massive legal consequences. The lawmaker froze. And within hours, accusations started flying. Was this legal? Who controls this account? Why does the United States appear to be holding foreign oil money outside on border? Because according to the report, that the missing money isn't small. We're talking about 200 million chunk, can be easily tracked, and it's just from the first sale, you see. The total value seized oil could be reached a billion. Isn't just a story about Venezuela, it's about the power oversight. Some of the lawmakers believe the government may have closed and then come out in one moment, but understand how we got there. We need to go back the hearing, set of alarm the bear. The Senator Foreign Relationship Committee's meeting with the schedule focused on the Venezuela political transitions on paper. It was about democracy stabilization next day, but anyone watches closely could feel the tension building because behind the diplomatic languages, much bigger questions, money. Early this year, the U.S. military took control of Venezuela's state assets as part of broader operation tied to the sanction and the political pressures. Among those assets was oil, a lot of roughly 50 million, the barrels of crude, and suddenly under the U.S. control, and the current market price is oil was close to $2 billion. That's the number of the matter. That's the stashes everyone in Washington quietly watching. The administration begins selling the portion of their oil on the international market. So said this proceeds will be used to support Venezuela. In turn, government prevent total economic collapse. The first sale alone brought about 500 million. So senator did what the senator do. They asked, where is money? And that's when the hearing took a turn no one expected. When pressed about the proceed, Secretary of State confirmed that the 300 million had already been transferred to the Venezuela institution approved by the U.S. government. According to the testimony, the money was this earmark, basically service, healthcare, policy, keeping the light. But the rest of the remaining 200 million wasn't in the United States. It wasn't under the direct U.S. bank supervision jurisdiction. It was sitting in the bank of the Qarta. That admissions landed like a bomb. The noon went quiet. The senator leaned forward because this wasn't just a technique detail. It's raising the legal and constitution nightmare. Why Qarta? Why not New York? Why not Washington? Who exactly controls this money? The explanation over only dependent mystery according to the testimony. Account technically belong to the Venezuela, but is subject to the U.S. sanction. The administration claims it doesn't control the account, so release all the fund. The other word is they position themselves gatekeeper, not owner, not the banker, just the one holding the key. But the distinctions didn't sit with the lawmaker because here is contradiction. If U.S. military seizes oil, U.S. government arranges sale. The U.S. government decided how the money is released. Then how can Ukraine doesn't control the fund? That's questions no one in the room could ignore, and once it's asked, everything unraveled fast. One senator put bluntly, United States can seize oil by the forces, sell it, park cash overseas. That proceeding does not set. So we're watching U.S. become a global labor agents, taking asset, holding the profit, wherever choose, by the Trump himself. So the family shift conversation from the Venezuela is something much bigger because it wasn't just about having the interim government anymore. It was whether of executive branch and quietly build work around, avoid the U.S. court or Congress, and the oversight entirely. The optic were getting worse by the minutes, taking the oil under the military authority, selling it, then storing the cash in the Gulf. Even senators who support preachers on the Venezuela started expressing discomfort, but the most aggressive reaction didn't come from the senator floor. It came from the houses. Within the hours of a hearing, a senior House lawmaker filed of the letter demanding the answer, no soft language, no diplomatic peddling. He called the account exactly what it looked like. An official account. He demanded to know the legal authority administration using act as custodian for the hundreds of millions of dollars generated by the seized foreign asset. He also questioned that. So let's we talk about the now supervisor with those of Blackstone, BlackRock, those overseas asset, especially BlackRock also in Taiwan, and a Franklin Templeton in Taiwan. Those of however, so come around, go around this money, okay? So all the problem will come to appear. Those of over 40 years, you see, 50 years, So we need to detail about also the former president, how they pay this kind of money, you see. So this is an example for the Supreme Court to check the detail of those. Who is benefit for that, the market price, so on. So, custodian millions of dollars general, and he asked question, the heart of the controversial, why Qarta? Why not a country with a stronger transparency rule? Because now that's why Qarta had first the World Bank opened the World Bank opened in the Qarta, okay? The World Bank is supposed to headquarters not in Qarta, it's in Washington D.C., okay? So World Bank, so we check the World Bank, how they benefit for those of CEO, chairman, World Bank, you see. Subject to Congress's audit, that the Christians matter more than the sounds of because so Federal Reserve definitely cannot appoint by the Trump because he will benefit by himself. So Federal Reserve Bank have to stay the independence, Don't involve loads of, mess up account in the foreigner. See? In a foreign bank, so who can touch it? Lead directly to the rest of the reason. Account exists to all of Venezuela is just broke. It's buried. The country owed estimate 170 billion international creditor. You see, Venezuela, those big company, those big oil you see in Exxon Mobil, Chevron. However, only Chevron reserve and Exxon have the, twice times, got confiscated by the Venezuela detector. So it's buried the country's estimate 170 billion international creditors. See, the bondholder, the oil company, the government institution that have been waiting years to recover lost, past season or default. So if 200 million had been deposited in U.S. bank, it's likely wouldn't have the list of date. Creditor would have rushed court. So judge would have. So now we focus World Bank now in Qarta. See, very important. The World Bank, those are representative. You see how they transfer their wealth to some of the unknown. Yeah. So judge would frozen the fund, and the money would have to disappear into the endless litigation. That is nightmare. But this is So avoid by keeping the money outside the U.S. jurisdiction. Sterility and protect from the U.S. control. No garnishment, no freeze, no creditor. Feeding the frenzy from the strategist standpoint, it makes sense. From the legal standpoint, that is where things messy. This is just the first time oil money has been handled creative after a military operation after invention of Iraq. Development fund was created, managed oil revenue, but there was the critical difference. That fund had international backing. It was protected by clear mandate and the operator with defined oversight. This situation during there is no United Nations framework here. This is no United Nations framework here. No international trusteeship. No clear legal sheet. The United States acting alone, and exactly why watchdog group is nervous because money isn't in the U.S. treasuries. It's Marco Rubio, are you ashamed? You see how you can do that? It's abuse power. See, Trump families abuse power. This is obviously is criminal activity. See, because the money isn't in the, I'm Act Independence Federal Reserve Bank, some of the Act, okay, so on. For loads of 35 years, I sacrificed for this bullshit, those of money transfer program. I know, and go to the personal account, those of Trump family or former president or some of the World Bank. Who is World Bank? I'm the chairman. You see, this is crazy because it is money. Isn't the U.S. Treasury. It's not subject to the routing audit. It's not a Federal Reserve oversight. Murky, sitting in a commercial bank overseas. The paper trail get harder to follow. So what bring to the concern about lawmaker keep circling back. So that's why those are 30 years, 40 years, those are politicians, in the United States. Do you know what? They even in senator, Congress, they cannot check all the lost money, Treasury Department, money lost, money is disappeared, you see, in overseas, see. The circling back to the who's watching the ledgers one senator has been especially vocal about the risk. So the question is whether any legal basis for the president, he's not president at all, he's criminal, you see, to set up official account to the managed perceived assets. So U.S. military, especially when the Congress never appropriate those funds, she also has been asking the U.S. bank is very point question. Will ask to handle this money? Say no, because major American bank refused to the account due to the legal risk. You see, so make the move to the Qarta bank. Look for the less innocent. So this response was expected within the days. So what's the reveal? The situation could escalate. Many people miss the 200 million sitting in the Qarta. It's just the beginning. The healing focus. So, but the U.S. still control 10 of the million barrel of the another 2 billion in the potential revenue. So it's first sale proceeding. Where does the rest of the money go? So set up some leg of oversight lists. When phrase shadow budgets start circulating quite in Washington because of the executive branch can fund a foreign government without the Congress approval. Use seized asset instead of taxpayer dollar. So fundamentally shift the balance of the power. History. So the kind of power never goes to the unchecked for long. So this is another layer to this lawmaker cannot ignore. Venezuela passed 4 years state asset. Money vanish, oligarchy get rich, infrastructure collapse. So billion of the seafoam entered the country through the corrupt channel. This is history, exactly why oversight matter with administrations resist safeguard in place. They claim spending the auditor budget. So we need boycott Lozo, PwC, Charlotte, Ernst & Young, KPMG, yeah. You see the auditor, we need to check those World Bank auditor. You see, World Bank, we go to check the World Bank auditor. If they are transparency for the auditor, okay? Maybe auditor have problems too. So funds are released stage without the independence verification. The lawmakers are being asked to take their award, and in Washington, the rally ends. There's the political angle. Some lawmakers are asking whether anyone connected to the administration has financial interest. Yeah, they invoke a RICO Act, violate RICO Act. Trump family. So the company they created the war all over. Those are years. And everyone, caused global economic inflection. Now the benefit go to the Trump and the elite. See, Trump family, Trump organization. See, associate Lozo, his employee, 22,000 employees work for Trump criminal organization. So the political question, so America most important, need to lay off those Trump employees first. Freeze he seized his power and broke all his money laundering network, global, including the Elon Musk, Starlink. See, those close to oligarchy. Disclosure are growing louder because this is a criminal organization. Even the Google, even those Facebook, all the criminal control. You see, criminal control our world, economic, Even pandemic, WHO, World Health Organization, even World Trade Organization, it's bullshit. It's value. Even the United Nations is couple. See? They didn't help. They just screw up. They screw up completely, mess up. See? Those are politicians, global politicians, value, is complete value, those are, Believe me, rely on, even the China, Xi Jinping, one bay, one low, those, he's not oligarch, he's dictatorship, see? So that's the result, those global, you see. So United Nations, oh my God, United Nations need to completely abolish or reform. Otherwise, this world is no hope. Okay, they just talk. Even the devil, they go to devil, Switzerland, it's bullshit. Devil creative, those are business. Devil creative, those are business, those are XRP, those are Solana, those are stolen money to the bank. And the bank have corrupt. Bank already corrupt. And the bank go to the crypto blockchain, those are crypto, the money disappear, more corrupt. In this time, no crypto. Shut down the crypto and complete cleaning the banking system, global, okay. All the central bank. And World Bank also is weak. Give me the bullshit, you see. A process entirely with some lawmaker isn't just about the Venezuela, it's about Congress. Congress weak. Congress no power now. Because those are oligarchy, those are network, Microsoft, Palantir, control the Pentagon. And Pentagon is supposed to work for people in the United States and keep the defense to the democratic system. But now become dictatorship. This is corrupt. Effectively on the oil because control of the sale, distribution, farm. I don't know how to tell you. I'm fucking tired of this war. Reliable Venezuela debt is not the theory. Oh my God, shame on the Trump family, Trump criminal organization. So U.S. taxpayer could end up exposed, though no one intend to meanwhile. Because this economy is concerned about pension fund, mutual fund, all the bank system will collapse and banking system. So that's why. Even Deutsche Bank, not value, but the problem is global economy is value, okay? Because when they owe the money to the Deutsche Bank, and then becomes the global Deutsche Bank investor lost, all right? The lifeline freeze transitions is U.S. creditors, pounds, that is impossible position. The lawmaker now find themselves in demand. You see those of China, you see those of fake prince group, see, online criminal, pig, butcher, Romans, bad Romans is the criminal, you see. And now behind is China, corrupt. So financial institutions confirm refuse this money due to the legal risk story. Investigation House Oversight Committee is already circled a subpoena on the table, so treasury officials may be called to testify. Online, even the king, queen, princess, all are manipulated by those online imposter scammer and online dark web now. So we need to take back Microsoft. Those are patent, Google, those are patent browser, But we need because the United Nations now is very weak. They can't do anything at all. So, however, the Pandora box need to open now. So no excuse. Now we need the charges. The Trump criminal organization launched the war all over. Need to stop. Okay. okay? Because they benefit their own family. And we need to use RICO Act, violate RICO Act, charge him, impeachment, resign. He's unqualified. He's a criminal organization, benefit for his own family. So now it's time. Okay? Give me a break. Wow. Now we check how the Venezuela oil money go to the 200 million in a foreign bank, Qarta. Okay, so the account owner, Marco Rubio's State of Department Secretary. You weren't expecting foreign country, they were not expecting.